Hello, everybody. My name is Leland Redfield, and I'm doing breakdowns of memberships and how they are using different strategies to grow. In this video, I'm going to talk about the partnership growth engine and how these bowling coaches turn three partners into 18,000 leads and $7,800 in membership sales without using their social media. All right, so partnership growth engine, again, how these bowling coaches use three different partners to grow 18,000 leads in less than 10 days. I should say, yeah, it was less than 10 days. It was 7 days. And this is the case study leveraging strategic partnerships that exponentially grow your business without relying on social media or expensive advertising. So, what's the problem? Not enough leads to grow. Every business faces as different constraints. Sometimes that constraint is leads, right? So, if you have stalled growth and you're burnt out on social media, which is very common these days, um, and you don't like doing paid advertising, we don't like doing paid advertising either, then this is a really powerful strategy to grow your business. And so it's the partnership growth engine. So the solution is the partnership growth engine. So you leverage existing audiences, you partner with established brands that already have your exact audience that you want to reach, right? So then you create an irresistible offer, design a co-branded event or a giveaway that provides exceptional value to the audience, and then you can scale instantly. You can reach thousands of people that are always, if you do it right, they're the perfect fit prospects overnight without creating a bunch of content. So we're going to show you exactly what we did with the bowling coaches. So step one is execution. So finding the right partners. So successful membership or successful partnership strategies is always about, who are you partnering with, right? So you want a large audience that has an engaged list of emails. In this case, they had serious bowlers. So they partnered with three bowling ball companies that sold bowling balls, right? And they taught people to bowl better. They were bowling coaches, right? And so they maintained the company should maintain strong brand credibility if you're working with a brand in the bowling community. And then when you partner with people, you don't want to partner with direct competitors. You want to partner with what are called proximity partners. So a bowling coach doesn't want to partner with a bowling coach. A bowling coach wants to partner with a bowling ball company or a bowling supply company, right? Um, it's a much better fit because then you're not competitors and you guys can both sell your things to the audience. And then an audience that would benefit from the educational content. So in this case, it's a perfect fit, right? They're selling bowling balls. Our coaches are selling coaching. Now that they have a bowling ball, they can get a coach, right? Vice versa. Step two is execution. So what did they do for this giveaway? They did a 10 bowling balls in 10 days giveaway. So you had to sign up for a email list, and then you got on the list to win one of these bowling balls. Now, how did it work? They gave away premium prizes. So each of the three partners contributed three or four bowling balls that were valued at like $100 to $300 each. So these were really nice bowling balls. So total prizes of around 2,500. They announced daily winners. So every day they would say David won, John won, and when they would do that, the bowling ball company would get exposure because they had this big list of people that were getting those emails, and the bowling ball company's happy that they'd get exposure, and then they'd say, John won this bowling ball. If you want this bowling ball, here's a discount code, and you can buy it. So they made a bunch of sales as well, right? And then our coaches didn't have to come out of pocket for anything. In fact, they were making affiliate revenue on all of the bowling ball sales. And then simple entry, people had to enter their email to get on the list to participate in the giveaway. Step three, execution. So promote the thing through partner channels, right? So they did multiple email blasts. So again, they had three different partners, but the partners sent an announcement email, a reminder email, and a last chance email throughout. This was actually before the 10-day period, before it started. That's when they got all their leads. And then complimentary promotion, you know, you can have additional mentions on social media, websites. Again, when you're doing partnerships, all of the channels of distribution are good, but really make sure you get email. Email is going to be the highest converting. And then zero partner load. So we wrote the emails for the partners. All they had to do was send them. This is really important too when you're doing partnerships is be easy to partner with. So don't connect with somebody and say, hey, here's a bunch of work you have to do. Instead, say, hey, I have this great idea. You don't have to do anything. Just send these emails for me. I'll write them. Makes it way easier, less friction when you're doing these partnerships. The results. Some of these numbers, I don't know what these numbers are because I don't know. But they got 18,000 new email subscribers, which were all bowling ball enthusiasts, right? They were all people who uh, have spent money on bowling. They're the ideal clients for our bowling ball coaches. And then they upsold it to their membership and they had $7,800 in uh, monthly recurring revenue from this little experiment. And they had three strategic partners, right? And what was cool about getting the three partners is once you get one on board, the other two and three wanted to join because they had FOMO. There was already one person on board. They knew that there was going to be some leads coming in. They knew they were going to get some sales. So they wanted to participate. Why it worked? The BOPA framework. The so BOPA framework. Why did it work? They got authority positioning. So they were positioned as the expert bowling coaches, and they are experts, right? They're some of the best bowling coaches in the world. They're selling one to many. They're selling through email, right? But they have 18,000 new leads, so they can send one email and they can talk to 18,000 people, which is a crazy, crazy amount of people. Speed. It's way faster to send one email and sell to 18,000 people than it is to sell to 18,000 people individually. And then high quality leads. All the people that were on this list were bowling ball enthusiasts. They'd spent money on bowling in the last year. They were great people to be selling to for this particular business. So again, authority positioning, they get to sell one to many, it's fast, and they got really high quality leads. So key takeaways: borrow audiences, don't build them. And this is something that if I learned in my earlier social media days or online marketing days, I would have done this sooner. But the audiences are out there, just borrow them, right? And then alignment is everything. So you got to figure out, and this is really where the skill involves. And if you're not in our community, you should join our community because creating this alignment for partnerships and just thinking through what makes it perfectly aligned is going to remove so much friction for you when you're trying to get these partnerships. But it's got to be totally aligned. And we use the framework BDA: before, during, after. So you want to partner with businesses that your ideal client might be buying before they work with you, during their time with you, or after they're done with you. And in this case, bowling balls are a great partner because they're going to be buying bowling balls before they have a bowling coach, during their time with a bowling coach, and after, right? It's across the board, it's just a perfect fit. Great win-win-win scenarios. So again, any partnership that you do should benefit you, the partners, and then the audience all simultaneously. Again, that's a skill. Once you've done this a bunch, it's a lot easier to come up with ways that are win-win-win scenarios. Add urgency elements. So urgency is going to help sell. So there should be urgency to join the giveaway or join the free thing, whatever the partnership is. There should be some urgency to join that. And then at the end, when you want to be conversion ready, at the end, you want to sell them to your membership. And so you need a sense of urgency to sell them the membership. Sign up for the membership now, get a free bowling ball. But you have to sign up before the end of this weekend, right? Whatever the conversion strategy is, you want to make sure that that you have that all planned out before you do the partnership, because the whole reason we're doing this partnership is to grow our membership, right? So borrow an audience, don't build it. Make sure that the partnership is aligned, create win-win-win scenarios, add urgency elements, and then be conversion ready. So make sure you know how you're going to convert them to your membership. If you want to install your own partnership growth engine, I have a Skool group. You can learn about it down below this. We find your number one constraint in your business. We work on solving that one constraint to free up your time and to make more money. And then we work on the next constraint. And then that's how you grow a membership. You find the biggest constraint, you fix it. You go to the next constraint, you fix it. Everything in the group is going to be totally personal to you and your membership. If you're interested, click the link below and you can learn more about it. Thanks. Have a good day.